What's going on, guys? Machine here with another Star Wars The Old Republic update. Some new information came out, and I wanted to keep you guys abreast of the situation. Um, Found out today that the beta is actually coming down tonight, being Friday, October 21st. They are taking it down at midnight, and basically we are to stay tuned because there's going to be a completely new build coming out. All beta testers need to uninstall the current client completely from their computer because a new one will be downloaded and needed to be installed. So all the tunes that were on these beta servers are getting wiped, and everyone will be starting from scratch. This is probably one of the last times they're going to do this, I'm thinking. I mean, the game is coming out early release in around a month and a half, so maybe one, two at the most more major wipes, but I'm hoping that there's some closer to end release interfaces and fixes and whatnot coming out. So stay tuned for that. I think I told you got this in a previous video, but basically IGN has gotten restricted access to be able to report on the Old Republic, and they've created a Old Republic beta information hub where they are releasing information. Apparently there's going to be an article every day or information every day coming out. One of the articles that they put out here was pretty much their review on the game initially from just playing it. And basically, just to kind of quote them, they say that the game is solid and they don't feel that they took any unnecessary risks that would ruin the game. It seems everyone over at IGN is enjoying the game. I'm not going to sit here and read the article for you. I'm going to go ahead and throw a link in the description, though, so you guys can go check it out. They have some information here. They got stuff about the companions, impressions of the game, PvP. They got an article about the Trooper, which we'll go over here right quick. And they quote-unquote say that the Trooper is a monster. The Republic heavy weapons expert. So basically, I read this article, and they're talking about the lots of AoE DPS, lots of defenses. There's a tank spec. There's a heavy arms DPS spec. So I'll put the information for this article in the description as well. You're going to want to check that out. But from what I've read, the Trooper very well could be a force to be reckoned with. And they've talked about tanking being more in PvP than it has been in other games. In WoW, you're pretty much the flag carrier, yay. But tanking is actually going to be very, very, very important in PvP. You're going to be able to reflect damage from other tunes back to yourself. What I mean by tunes, obviously, because I'm a tard, I should say fellow teammates. You are going to be able to reflect damage from them and bring it over to yourself. And you're going to get and reach achievements throughout the battles. You're going to get achievements for damage taken. So it definitely makes it fun to play a tank for once in PvP, because I know some people enjoy that that play style all around. They don't want to just be a DPSer in PvP. They want to maybe tank as well. So this definitely gives you a viable option. So go check out the information on the Trooper. Looks and feels like a good class from what I've read if you're going to play Republic. They had some information here about companions too. And one of the cool things I was reading about in this article is that crafting, you can just tell your companion to do it while you're doing other stuff. You can just give it orders and it goes and makes them. I think that's pretty cool. It's like having a slave. So it's kind of cool too, because you can actually move the companion bar onto your main bar and control their abilities, or you can just kind of put it on AI mode. So if they're a healer or a DPS or whatever, you can hotkey everything in and choose what you want your companion to do throughout the battle. So I'll throw this in the description as well. You're definitely going to want to check that out. And then there's an article about PvP and war zones that I found quite interesting as well. And it basically tells the experience of a guy that was kind of going through and dealing with stuff. Their Republic, which it's kind of bumming me out, but it is funny to hear a couple of these beta testers say that yeah, they're allowed to report about Republic, so they're talking about those classes, but when the game comes out, they're planning on rolling Sith. So that's interesting. I think they'd just rather be reporting about Sith. Who wouldn't? No offense to Republic people, but I'm a Sith through and through, so gotta rep my team. Um, One thing I want to kind of bring out in this video too, something I'm going to be doing, I've decided when the beta does come back up and the new build is here. Originally I said I wasn't going to go far into the beta, but since I've selected a class that I'm going to play, which is the Bounty Hunter, I am going to go further into the game, and I am going to get as much information about that class as I can. I want to be able to have as much down for release on the Bounty Hunter as possible. Now, the question that I'm kind of fighting in my head is, am I going to go Power Tech or Mercenary? There's a lot of talk about both trees, what they can do, what they can't do. I'll save that for another video. But I'm going to put out a beta digest video as soon as the NDA gets lifted. And it's basically going to be my trek from level 1 all the way up, as far as I can get before the next wipe. So stay tuned for that. Lots of stuff going on in the galaxy, everybody. But from what I've been reading at IGN, it's pretty much been confirming what I've been telling everyone on my channel. This game is solid, and it's only going to get better. So stay tuned for more news. I will be delivering it hot off the presses. I'm going to keep Star Wars a little bit separated as this information continues to come out from my normal Inside PC Gaming segment, because this is the direction my channel is going, and that's Star Wars. So I'm going to keep people abreast of everything as I find it out. I'll be giving you guys as much information as I can without NDA violation as time progresses. And when the NDA is lifted, I plan on having plenty of video footage for you guys to see firsthand what this game is about. So stay tuned as always, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, concerns, as always, feel free to voice them in the comments section, or throw them up in the good old PM to me. Or, you know, I wouldn't mind a video response once in a while. Everyone likes to type. Let's see some other people's faces. I like to interact with people. So, anyways, I'm not going to be playing Star Wars for a couple of days, which is a huge bummer. But I'm hoping that they get this next build up within the next, you know, half week or so I can get on the track of making more videos and doing work. So, stay tuned, everyone. And as always, Machine out.